Definition of depression. When I'm depressed, I always think that I'm stupid. I sometimes wish I had never existed. Robert 9. Depression is not something anyone looks forward to, but it is something everyone experiences in one form or another. You may have felt kind of low or bummed out after you scored badly on a test. You may have been really sad after you broke up with your girlfriend or boyfriend, or you may have been completely dejected when you didn't make the team you had your heart set on. All of these are important experiences that can affect our moods and ultimately our sense of self-worth. Feeling sad or mad is a natural and healthy response when a bad thing happens. As humans, we are privileged to have access to a range of emotions that make us both interesting and complex. These normal and healthy reactions are called reactive depression. This is depression that can be linked to a specific event and does not last more than a few days to a few weeks. It affects our mood in that it may make us grumpy, irritable, and often sad. This kind of depression is not considered a mental illness and is the most common form of depression among adolescents. In my experience, depression is the fluctuation of moods. Everybody gets sad and everyone gets happy. I think depression is a continuation of being sad and lonely and feeling unwanted. Clifford, 18. There is another kind of depression that everyone experiences and that hits much harder. This is referred to as clinical depression. It is estimated that 1 in 5 adolescents in the U.S. experiences clinical depression. This kind of depression can last a long time, months or years, if not treated properly. And many people who experience it have to learn how to manage it throughout their whole life. The easiest way to explain it is to say he never got out of the terrible twos. Through grades 3, 4, and 5, he would just get really bad tempers, especially around doing things like homework. He would get really frustrated and would end up storming off to his room and slamming his door. By the time he was 8, he was slamming his door and screaming that he was going to kill himself. That's when we took him to see a psychiatrist. When we thought, oh, this isn't normal. This isn't just moodiness. That's when we thought this is a problem. Maria and George, parents. I think I realized I was depressed when instead of thinking I was a happy person who had a few bumps in the road, at times I thought of myself as an extremely happy person who sometimes had a few bad days. The bad outnumbered the good by so much that I would lie in bed at night and be surprised when I thought, hey, today was an okay day. Susan, 19. In the world of mental health, clinical depression is classified as a mood disorder. This means that it is more than moodiness. It is an illness that alters your mood in a significant way. Some other mood disorders include anxiety disorders and bipolar disorder, which are both explored in the coming chapters.